Traditional kingdoms were abolished during the first Milton Obote regime in 1966, but they were restored in 1993 by President Museveni's government. Now the introduction of the Institution of Traditional or Cultural Leaders Bill 2010 is seen as a move to roll back what was established over 20 years ago. On Christmas Day, religious leaders joined in opposing the bill, saying it was not brought in good faith.
So we are calling upon leaders, politicians, and other leaders at all categories to be very careful when they are talking. Not the same of just talking and talking and talking.
The president yesterday held a meeting with NRM leaders in Buganda on the contentious bill. The party's chairman for Buganda, Abdul Naduli, today told journalists that the president proposed two options: a withdrawal of the bill or another scrutiny.
Pulling it back, does it mean that it will never come back again? So we decided the best way is to strike the law so that it may give away each and everybody to go in voting knowing that the law is no longer injuring and has come to perish out our monarchy.
I don't think he's very keen on contradicting the overall chairman of the NRM, who happens to be President Museveni.
The president reportedly ordered the scrapping of Clause 9, Section 2, which provides that in a region where there is one or more than one traditional leader, every king should lead for only 2 years and leave the rest to take over. But Buganda wants the entire bill discarded.
Because the bill is unconstitutional. It violates the law, and it's against the common principles of the law. The Kabaka and the people he represents enjoy freedoms and liberties guaranteed under the law, under the Constitution, which are inherent, and they cannot be taken away by an act of parliament in the name of protecting traditional leaders from partisan politics.
Other traditional leaders have reportedly welcomed the bill, even as Buganda remains in opposition. Naduli says a committee will be set up to make proposals to Buganda through the Katikiro to help strike a compromise.
It is quite open now to anybody to read it and submit any ill feeling against that article which is there.
Now Attorney General Kidu Makubuya has the obligation to revise the bill, which spent 3 years in Parliament before it was approved by Cabinet. The Institution of Traditional or Cultural Leaders Bill 2010, which seeks to regulate the powers of the cultural leaders, is seen as a disdain to Buganda. Yesterday's meeting of President Museveni with other relevant leaders was a cornerstone to some cultural leaders except Buganda. It now remains a waiting game as to whether the president's orders to scrap some sections from the bill will make the change or will create a change in the minds of many people from Buganda. Sudhir Byaranga, NTV, Kampala.